Welcome everybody to the FCAT annual meeting on Thursday, January 9th, 2025. My name is Jonathan Boshin. I'm the General Manager, and I would like to officially welcome everybody who took time to come out and visit us and also came to our meeting this evening. Our agenda is pretty straightforward. We'll be doing a brief General Manager's report where I'll be going over the highlights of the previous years and our goals for this 2025 year. Kevin Murphy, who's our Youth Outreach Coordinator, will discuss the types of stuff he did with the kids this year. And then we'll do sort of a question and answer session from any board members or any members of the public who hop on until 8 o'clock this evening. So I would like to officially begin by delivering my FCAT annual report for 2024, presented this January 9th evening of 2025. 2024 was a very ambitious year for Frontier Community Access Television. Throughout the year, the station proudly served and entertained the communities of Conway, Deerfield, Sunderland, and Whately by providing an array of unique content and educational experiences contributed by FCAT staff and volunteers. In addition to its usual duties, the station moved forward with several new ventures and also began work on several infrastructure projects to prepare FCAT for the future. The usual duties of FCAT throughout 2024 consisted of covering local events and government meetings, programming our 3 channels, managing the community bulletin boards, and also creating a variety of content for the station. Coverage of local events and government meetings was conducted by the various employees of FCAT, consisting of yours truly, Jonathan Boshin, Kevin Murphy, Ben Roberts, Tom Albert, Morgan Hoyle-Coombs, and Marie Thomas. Non-government local events consisted of concerts, historical society lectures, various library events, and also community forums put on by the various towns. The majority of government meetings were covered by the towns remotely utilizing Zoom, which were then sent to FCAT to be produced. However, the select board meetings of the towns of Conway, Deerfield, Sunderland were covered by FCAT. The more ambitious government meetings consisted of the coverage of the annual town meetings and the special town meetings, and they were overseen by either Jonathan Boshin, Ben Roberts, or Tom Albert and Morgan Hoyle-Coombs. School functions consisted of sports, concerts, and events were overseen by Kevin Murphy. Or I say that wrong. School functions consisting of sports, concerts, and events were overseen by Kevin Murphy. While the vast majority of these school events utilized FCAT staff, many of them involved a Frontier student, which gave the student an opportunity to work on a video broadcast production set. Programming of the channels and the management of the channel bulletin boards were overseen by the station manager, who is yours truly. Programming consisted of events, lectures, and meetings covered by FCAT, public domain material, mainly vintage documentaries and industrial films from the 1930s through the 1960s, stuff that I really enjoy. FCAT documentaries produced by me or by Kevin Murphy, and also a bi-weekly 4 to 10 minute common interest news program entitled the South County Spotlight. In addition, outside programming was also aired, consisting of musical concerts and lectures produced by other Massachusetts public access stations, the Library of Congress or National Archives, and also other nationally syndicated shows released under Creative Commons, such as Democracy Now!, Music and the Spoken Word, and Polka Time with Ed Targonsky. The FCAT bulletin board is another important part of the FCAT cable channels. A few hundred slides were designed for the board that were produced by me, and each slide made use of fonts and colors and graphics to communicate important community bulletins. In regards to special events and projects, FCAT undertook several different tasks. The town of Leverett asked FCAT to cover their 250th parade this past summer. Leverett, which originally was part of the town of Sunderland, was impressed with a South County spotlight that I produced on their 250th birthday in the spring, and thus asked FCAT to cover their parade. As Leverett does not have a public access station, the coverage of the event was greatly appreciated. For Frontier-related student projects, Kevin Murphy undertook 2 noteworthy ventures. The first is Crowdsourced Cinema, an activity that is done through Northampton Open Media. in which a famous Hollywood movie is reenacted by local PEG access stations. This FCAT student project gives Frontier students an opportunity to work on the production of a movie scene, giving them a taste of the behind the scenes of what goes on into the production of a movie. This year, the movie was Home Alone, and Kevin Murphy and his team of several students reenacted the scene from this popular movie. Another special project that Kevin undertook through FCAT was assisting a Frontier student named Connor Mabius. Did I say his name right?
Mabius.
Connor Mabius, in the filming of a short film entitled A Verdict. Connor wrote a script and recruited actors and crew to work on the film, while FCAT provided gear to do so. FCAT has been interested in expanding its realm to the area of filmmaking for quite some time, and being a resource for student and local filmmakers to produce short films through and for the station. These short films can be aired on our channels and also posted to our YouTube page. Averted has opened an exciting new chapter for the station, so thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Connor. For infrastructure upgrades during 2024, FCAT undertook several tasks and has gotten the ball rolling on 3 very important infrastructure projects. The tasks completed include having a new archival server built and upgrading some of our studio and filmmaking equipment to better serve our 4 towns. Sorry. The 3 major infrastructure projects currently underway consist of upgrading and relocating the channel server to the Sunderland Town Hall building, building our Roku channel, which is currently being overseen by Ben Roberts, upgrading and further automating FCAT's coverage of government meetings to replace the owls with D10 boards. To help make these projects happen, the general manager, who is me, has hired a part-time assistant station manager named Bella Lavavi to assist with administrative operations and producing content. This coming year, Bella will be bringing her vast professional experience to FCAT and will assist in helping in creating capital campaigns, building our membership, and also fulfilling other important tasks for us. It will also allow me to focus on these 3 important infrastructure projects and also future infrastructure projects that pop up also. Overall, 2024 was a very productive and exciting year for the station, which has laid the foundation in place to make 2025 an even more exciting year for FCAT. The station will continue to grow and will be an organization that will contribute immensely to our 4 towns and surrounding communities. While certainly not in competition with the other public access stations in the area, it's the goal to have FCAT be a leader in standards of what a public access media center can be, and a model example of why community members should support funding that will allow our station and others to continue to exist. And that is my annual report.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to now turn the floor over to Kevin Murphy, who will discuss sort of what he did with the students this year. I hope I didn't give too much away.
No, that's fine. That's
all right. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so we continue to rock the sports program at the school, and with the leadership of Tyler Walkowitz, who is our sports production coordinator, I would say. He gets everybody together and decides when we're going to film and that sort of thing. And of course, Mason Smith, who is an outstanding commentator who really makes the sports broadcasts. Unfortunately, they're both seniors, and this will be our last time together this season and in this little bit in the spring. So we wish them well moving forward. In addition to that, we had, of course, as you mentioned, the crowdsourced cinema. This is our 6th or 7th one that we've done through Northampton Open Media. It's an awesome opportunity to engage students in filmmaking with a very small scene to a larger movie. So it makes it very accessible for kids to put together cool films. And then, of course, Connor Mabius, who kind of got the bug for filmmaking, I think, when doing Toy Story, which is the crowdsourced cinema before last. He acted in that one, and ever since then has been writing and in making amazing screenplay and recording. He did one short film that was in the Northampton Film Festival last spring, and since then wrote one for this summer, Averted, a very large production which incorporated 3 weeks of filming, 3 different locations, indoor, outdoor, professional actors, automobiles from the 60s, or 50s, 60s, yeah. And with the leader, assistant director leadership of Ben Roberts, who was the task manager, organizational leader who made this movie very possible. Unfortunately, Ben Roberts has left us this year. He's now moved to Michigan.
He is working remotely for us.
And, well, he's right. He's right, and he's actually editing Averted right now. So Averted is supposed to be released.
Oh, Ben is doing that.
He directed it. He knows all the shots. He knows it very well, and he's really talented. And we had some scene issues because we had stuff in the background that shouldn't be there. So he's spending a lot of time erasing those digitally, which he's really good at. So he's been charged with that
Where's
task.
AI when you need it?
Yeah, he'll make it special, and so that's supposed to be released in the spring or sooner, and we hope to put those in some film festivals. And Connor has also written a new screenplay for this summer. So in the future we hope to put together and film a project this summer, a large film project again. Oh, I'm sorry, we missed one. We just did a short film here in the fall, or in December, actually, it wasn't too long ago, and that one is very short, and it's been released already. That one is called Secret Party. So I look forward to an exciting new filming year with the kids in the summer, and hopefully in the sports in the fall. And I think that's it.
So
Thank you very much,
your
Kevin.
broadcasters are all leaving. They're all seniors and graduating.
Yeah, the dream team is I now.
How do
started
they get trained?
So Chris Collins was a very good mentor.
He was, yes.
He brought in Tom, who is also does commentary, so he brought his kind of mentor Tom, and he mentored I think he worked with Mason a couple times. And it's just that kind of inspiration of like, oh, this is something I can do. Chris Collins has a lot.
There are younger guys coming up.
Yeah, and there's not as much. So hopefully we'll see.
Thank you very much, Kevin. So what I would like to now do is turn it over to the public for questions and answers and ideas. So does anybody have any questions for me? Any thoughts they would like to share on how we can continue to grow?
I got a question, but
okay.
8 years ago, we were sitting here wondering what impact the new president might have, who had just been elected, and we didn't know. And one of the things he tried to do was shut down community access television. Or he tried to get the Senate to pass some laws, and wanted to get it defunded by Comcast and stuff like that. And I'm just wondering, is there any talk in the community access television world about what?
There has been some mention over the Board of Government Efficiency, what that may do, but we don't know. I did bring up this subject with, a few weeks ago prior to Christmas, I met with a gentleman from Comcast because one of our projects we're looking into doing, as I say in my report, is moving the server over to the town of Sunderland. And I did bring this up from him, and he said he doesn't think anything is going to happen. So I don't know. There's a lot of mixed stuff about it. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, we can only take what's given to us, and I hope we can survive and make it through.
Those guys would know. Somebody.
It's hard to say, I mean, but just remember too, the guy that set up, signed into law cable access was also Ronald Reagan too, so.
That was a different time.
But again, you never know. Maybe one can hope that Elon Musk likes public access stations. I don't know. I can only hope. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. The way I'm going to run this place is that I'll treat it like we'll open tomorrow, and the sun will rise, and we'll just keep going from there.
But for a while there was talk about changing the way we get funded and having some of our funding come out of streaming and Comcast.
That is moving very slowly from what I understand. It's not quite, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, it's very unpredictable. Right now, I mean, we do have a lot of money coming in where we can sustain ourselves and hopefully fulfill the goals we want to and continue to serve the communities the way we are. One thing I do want to look into doing that I talked to Bella about this is maybe coming up with some capital campaign ideas and reaching out to maybe some of the big name businesses in the area within some of the 4 towns to see if they'd be willing to contribute some as well to help fund extra stuff. Maybe and really pursue more underwriting and other.
Too frequently, people in Conway want to know how can I make my Comcast bill less, and the only solution is usually
Everything is going. One thing I have observed as a trend.
Our only money comes from cable, so I hate to recommend to people you should cancel your cable.
I think maybe donations may be a way to look at it. One thing I will tell you, just from my observance, a lot of the people seem to be doing more with streaming than they are with channel watching, which is why I'm having the Roku get developed, because if the streaming bills does go in, we could just switch right on over. And that's sort of where I see the direction things are going. So I hope that goes through, but again, we don't know. You know, everything. I am a mass access board member. I'm not really allowed to say anything on their behalf, of course, but just from what I've heard, like, it's slow moving, so.
So just a quick thing this morning, I did just send out a link today about how to monetize on YouTube, and I looked through it. I think we qualify for everything. You do pick out the ads that you want, and I would, want to do that as a group, and maybe we could do some local ads or something like that.
That's something I'm looking at doing too.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of views, we have a lot of watch time and all that stuff. And that's kind of what they look at. So, it's
some of those videos, because they do end up with like copyrighted music in it, there's stuff that's licensed, we can't monetize it, so there is some problems with that. But like the sports videos which do use that, we would be looking into getting underwriting for that too, and running the sponsors ad in there as well. So
that's true. Yeah, good point. The other thing, I can't see everybody. I heard Bob. Who else is there? Okay, I see Kevin. I see
Bella
John.
Levavi. Did I say your name right?
Bella.
Levavi. She's our new part-time station manager, part-time assistant station manager. She's not taking my job, don't worry.
So wait a minute, that's Bella, right?
Yes.
Bella.
I know you from.
She's from GCTV. She works there as well.
You remember? Okay, cool. Okay, so Bella and then Bob. Is Steve on?
Nope.
No. You and Bob are the only 2 board members.
Oh, okay. Just checking. So we're probably going to vote next time then, right?
Well, we will have to. I figured because of just tonight was a more public and sort of informal meeting.
Yeah, no.
Do the meeting,
that makes sense.
Meeting,
I think we did it like
minutes.
that last year too, so. Just checking. Thanks.
So. All right, well, any other question or discussion anybody wants to bring up before we adjourn? All right.
Welcome, Bella.
Yeah, welcome, Bella.
Welcome, Bella. So on that note, our next meeting will be in March, which will be our budget meeting. If possible, I was curious if the board maybe, and I'll send out an email about this because there's only 2 of you here, if the board would be interested in meeting on a Wednesday evening, the 4th Wednesday, as opposed to a Thursday. Because Bella's available on Wednesdays. That's the day she'll be working.
We can change to Wednesdays.
That would actually work out a little better for me on the 4th Wednesday, so. All right, great. We'll adjourn for the 4th Wednesday of March, and that will be our budget meeting. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.
The fourth Wednesday of March?
Yes, I'll get the date to everybody in a bit.
Well, and maybe the 4th Wednesday permanently?
Yeah.
Maybe?
It'd be nice to go back to doing monthly meetings, I think,
We
too.
could.
Maybe that would help garner more interest in it, too, if we were to do more frequent meetings.
And then Bella, how do you spell your last name again? I'm sorry.
L-E-V as in Victor, A-V as in Victor, I.
Okay, I got L-E-V, whoops, sorry, L-E-V, what?
A-V-I.
I'll send out my report a little bit later.
Well, that's not complicated. Okay,
Okay, well, thank you, everyone.
okay.
Oh, I
Take-
think to
take
say
care.
goodbye to Marie. She signed
Oh.
off. I get to say goodbye.
Good work, 2024.
Good work.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
See you later.